We're given the top 5 news information websites, and we want to round the number of visitors who visited CNN to the nearest million, and then write that answer in standard form. We were given that there were 22,751, but it's in millions, so we need to change this to millions. We want to round it to the nearest million, so we're going to round the 2 by looking at the 7. The 7 says to round the 2 up to a 3, and so the answer is 23 million. And in Part B, what is the median number of visitors for these websites? As you can see, I've already listed it smallest to largest, and we simply want the center value, which is the 27,380. But it's in thousands, but we do want it as millions. So be sure to add your zeros. Using the graph, how many more visitors visited the New York Times Digital than Yahoo News? Write the answer in standard form. As you see, we had 29,316,000 that visited the New York Times Digital and 27,377,000 that visited Yahoo. We can subtract, again borrowing here, (10 minus 7 is 3, borrowing again, 12 minus 3 is 9, 8 minus 7 is 1. That gives us 1,939,000 more. A college admits 2,487 new students. All new students must enroll in a college orientation course. If the maximum number of students allowed in a single class is 30, how many classes should be offered to accommodate all of the new students? Well, you can see that I've set it up so that I have my 2,487 students divided by the 30 per class. That will give us 82, remainder 27. The problem is we have a remainder. Because we have a remainder, we have to round up to accommodate the remaining 27 students so that our answer is 83 classes. A student has 6 test scores. They're 84, 98, 86, 100, 97, 93. We want to find the mean. To find the mean, we'll add the 6 test scores and divide by 6. That gives us 558 divided by 6, or 93. In Part B, we want to find the median of the test scores. As you can see, I've already written them smallest to largest. This time, though, we have an even number of items, and so we need to find the arithmetic mean of the 2 middle numbers. So we do that by adding them and dividing by 2. 93 plus 97 is 190, and 190 divided by 2 is 95. So the median score is 95. Calculate the area of the shape. As you can see, we have a parallelogram with a base of 18 and a height of 9. The area of the parallelogram is base times height. So the area is 18 times 9. 18 times 9 is 162. And don't forget to include your units of feet squared. So the final answer is 162 feet squared. A rectangular playground measures 65 feet wide by 80 feet long. What is the perimeter of the playground? Perimeter is given to us as 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. So we'll have 2 times 80 for our length plus 2 times 65 for our width. 2 times 80 is 160 plus 2 times 65 is 130. 160 plus 130 is 290. So our answer is 290 feet for Part A. For Part B, we're asked if fence material costs $6 per foot, How much would fencing cost for the playground? We are going to take our 290 feet and multiply that by the $6. That gives us a final answer of $1,740 for the fencing. A walk-in refrigerator at a restaurant is a box measuring 8 feet long, 6 feet wide, and 7 feet high. What is the volume? Volume is given to us as length times width times height. In the problem, we're told that the length is 8 feet, the width is 6 feet, and the height is 7 feet. 8 times 6 times 7 gives us 336, and since it's a volume, it's feet cubed, so 336 feet cubed. A wall 16 feet wide and 9 feet high is to be painted. This wall has an open doorway that is 3 feet wide by 7 feet high. How many square feet must be painted? We'll start by finding the area of the wall. The area is the base times the height, or in this case 16 times 9, for an area of 144 square feet. The door has an area of the base 3 times the height 7, or 21 square feet. Since we want to find the total area to be painted, we want to take the wall and subtract the area of the door to get the total area to be painted of 123 square feet. Graph -5 and 8 on a number line. Here we have our number line, and we're going to start by putting -5 on it, which is here, and 8, which is here. And we've graphed -5 and 8 on the number line. Simplify the absolute value of 26. Since absolute value is always non-negative, the answer is 26. Simplify the opposite of -18, which is +18. Simplify 17 plus -29. 17 plus -29 is -12. A -31 plus a -14, when we simplify, will give us a -45. Simplify 20 minus 34. We'll rewrite it in its arithmetic form as 20 plus a -34. 20 plus -34 is -14. We want to simplify -16 minus 19. When we rewrite that, we'll have -16 plus a -19. -16 plus a -19 is a -35. Simplify -30 minus a -14. When we rewrite this, we get -30 plus 14. And -30 plus 14 is -16. Simplify 9 times -12. That equals -108. Simplify -2 times -6 times -7. Going left to right, -2 times -6 is 12, and 12 times -7 is -84. Simplify -30 divided by 6. That equals a -5. Simplify -48 divided by -12. That equals a +4. Solve and check. We have -19 plus k equals 25. We need to add 19 to both sides. That gives us k equals 25 plus 19, or k equals 44. Now be sure to check your problem by substituting in we'll have negative 19 plus 44 should equal 25. And negative 19 plus 44 does equal 25, and so our check is correct. That tells us our answer of 44 is correct. We're asked to solve 6n equals negative 54 and then check our answer. We need to divide both sides by 6. That gives me n equals negative 9. When I check it, I'll have 6 times negative 9 should equal negative 54. If 6 times negative 9 does equal 54, negative 54, and our answer of n equals negative 9 is correct. We want to evaluate negative 4 to the third power. That means a negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4, which is a negative 64. Evaluate negative 2 to the second power. This tells us negative 2 times 2. The negative is not included in the exponent, so the answer is equal to a negative 4. Find all square roots of 81. The square roots of 81 are 9, because 9 times 9 is 81, and also negative 9, because negative 9 times negative 9 is 81. So the answer is both the positive and negative 9. We want to find the square root of 144, which equals 12. Find the square root of negative 25. This is not an integer because you can't find the square root of a negative number. We want to simplify 28 minus 6 times 5. Order of operations tells us to do the multiplication first, so this turns into 28 minus 30. But we want to rewrite that as an addition sentence. So we'll rewrite it as 28 plus negative 30, which is equal to negative 2. We want to simplify 19 minus 4 times 7 plus 2 to the fourth power. Order of operations tells us to do inside parentheses first. So we'll have 19 minus 4 times 9 for the 7 plus 2 to the fourth power. After you do your parentheses, you do your exponents next. So we'll have 19 minus 4 times 9 plus 2 to the fourth power, which is 16. Then we'll do our multiplication. So we'll have 19 minus 4 times 9 is 36 plus 16. And then we'll add and subtract from left to right. So we'll have 19 minus 36 is negative 17, and negative 17 plus 16 is negative 1. We're going to simplify the absolute value of 28 divided by 2 minus 6 plus 2 times 4 minus 5. We'll start by inside our absolute values doing the parentheses first. This will give us the absolute value of 28 divided by a negative 4, because 2 minus 6 is negative 4. Still inside absolute values. Plus 2 times negative 1, because 4 minus 5 is negative 1. Inside our absolute value, 28 divided by negative 4 is a negative 7. And we'll still have our plus 2 times negative 1. Now we'll get rid of our absolute value symbol. The absolute value of negative 7 is 7. And 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Finally, 7 minus 2 is 5. And our answer is 5.